Kenya's relationship with China has been framed as a major issue in this presidential election, but was it really that big of a factor?
So China did come up, and Ruto, and as well as his opponent Odinga, you played the China card the same way that European, American, and even Asian candidates do when they're running for office. They're tough on China. They're going to crack down on China. And then once they win and they get into office, they tend to moderate. There's no reason to suggest that it's going to be anything different with William Ruto.
So, what are the issues with China that you think he will actually act on? And will this affect the bilateral relationship?
Well, China has a lot of pressing issues facing Kenya right now, and it's a very important relationship. In many ways, it's Kenya's most important economic relationship. China is Kenya's largest trading partner. Up until recently, it was one of its largest bilateral creditors, and there's a massive trade imbalance. These are all issues that Ruto has got to deal with, in part because of the economic crisis that is gaining momentum. The trade imbalance is one of the biggest issues that he's got to face. What he is going to do very quickly, and he made a promise of this in the campaign, is he's going to crack down on Chinese illegal immigrants in Kenya. If I was a Chinese national who didn't have my papers sorted out, I would be thinking of where to go next, because the immigration authorities are going to be coming very soon after he gets into office.
And another flashpoint in this campaign has been these Chinese construction contracts that his predecessor refused to release, and Ruto has pledged to do so. Why is there such an issue there?
This has been a real sticking point in the relationship. And really, it's more about Kenyan domestic politics than it is about the Chinese. Kenyan law and the Kenyan constitution requires that all procurement contracts be made public. Furthermore, the High Court of Mombasa ruled earlier this year that the standard gauge railway contract, a multi-billion-dollar contract, the outgoing administration refused to make public. And Ruto, in his campaign, said he was going to make all of the contracts public. Now, the problem is with these contracts, as with the case with a lot of infrastructure projects around the world, when you lift up the rock, you're going to find a lot of bugs under there. These were some of the earlier contracts in China's engagement in Kenya and in the Belt and Road. And so the levels of due diligence on them were nowhere near as high as they are today. There was a lot of sloppiness. There wasn't feasibility studies that was done for these contracts. So these contracts, when they are eventually published, are probably going to make all sides look quite bad. And there may be some very powerful people in Kenya who profited enormously from these contracts that don't want to have them see the light of day.